Okay. Hello and welcome to me playing through Touhou Perfect Cherry Blossom. Touhou is a series of bullet hell games, about basically a bunch of little girls shooting lasers at each other. They're pretty difficult, but they have some pretty neat and interesting patterns in them. The difficulty goes... This is the 7th game in the series. First 5 are on an old computer console thing. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, that. I'm gonna start it on normal, because I'm only reasonably good at these. I'm not bad at them. I'm not... Well, I don't play shoot-em-ups at the arcade. I'm okay. So in Touhou 7, you get to choose between 3 protagonists. Reimu, who is one of the 2 main protagonists of Touhou entirely. Marissa, who's the other one. And Sakuya, who is one of the bosses from the last Touhou game. I personally like to play as Sakuya, specifically Illusion. So I'm the first Sakuya shot type. So, I'm getting into it, I guess. God, this feels awkward, commentating over this. Nothing particularly difficult early on, honestly. Kind of to be expected, though. I'm only playing on normal, and it is only the first stage. That's a little bit intimidating looking the first time you see it, but then comes this. No, it's this. Yeah. And then you get to the mid-boss of the first stage. Cerno, an ice fairy. Touhou's series very much rooted in fantasy. Like in most shoot-em-ups, bullet hells, whatever, you gather items that fund you by killing enemies, and in Touhou, the red items are power items. They will increase your power, making it so you shoot more shots when you're firing. And this is, I think Letty White is her name. Probably. Yeah, Letty White Rock. So, that's close. She's the first boss of this. I'm mostly going to skip through the dialogue. If you want to read it, you can pause. I'm going to leave it up for a part of a second each, for each one, I think. Yeah. Nothing particularly complicated for the first attack that Letty White Rock does. Then comes this, which also isn't particularly complicated, but yeah. The plot of Touhou 7, Perfect Cherry Blossom, is that it's been winter a long time, and it should be getting to be spring by now. So you're going out to, whichever character you decide to play as, is going out to investigate that and figure out why it's not spring yet. Then make it be spring if they can. Letty White Rock is a spirit related to winter. I don't exactly know a huge amount about her, to be honest. That little circular symbol around me is a border, I believe. Yeah, basically it will make it so that if I get hit, I don't. And stage 1 clear. On to the next bit. Stage 2. this is where things start to get a little bit more difficult. More bullets, coming in slightly different patterns, so I have to dodge them in different ways. Not that I'm complaining. Makes it interesting, I think. So I am all in favor of it. Can't have a game be too easy, after all. The blue items are point items, and they are what determine whether I get extra lives. So, see the icon player, the little stars next to player in the top right, near the top right, that's how many lives I have. So, I have 4 right now. And basically they're how many hits I can take before I get a game over. Or have to continue. I have another supernatural border up. That's the border thing that's around me. Letting me get a free hit, or popping it to turn all the bullets into icons. Getting a little bit tense there. Ooh. Okay, I had to bomb there so that I would not die. Bombing is just, well, using one of the bombs I got to get rid of bullets. That sound that you heard there was me getting an extra life, so I've got one more player up there. Honestly, there's not going to be a lot of me screwing up. I've played Touhou a fair amount, so I like to think I'm reasonably good at it. I don't play it as much as some people, and I don't practice all the time, but I'm not bad. This is Chen, the second boss. She's a cat. She's not related to Winder, she's just kind of being annoying, which is why we decided to beat her up. Don't get hit by the bullets. This one's kind of a fun one. So you may have noticed that my shots aim slightly towards the enemies when I am focusing, which is when I'm moving slower and my hitbox is visible. On this spell, that's what the patterns are called. The fancy patterns are called spell cards. If I am focusing and my shots are all aimed towards Chen, when she starts moving, my shots will start to miss her, actually. So I want to unfocus, so I'm firing a spread of shots like that, so that I'll actually continue doing damage during that spell and get it over with a little faster. This one also works kind of similarly. Now this one, had the bomb there. I was probably going to die. But if I can get above as many of the bullets as possible, I have significantly fewer to deal with. Come on, just end the card already. So if you go above a certain point, you'll collect all of the items that are on screen. In the earlier Touhous, you have to be at max power to do this, but in later ones, you don't have to. And there we go. Second boss done. And I'm at 5 lives, 3 bombs. That's not bad, all things considered. Stage 3. This is where I start to have a bit of trouble. Usually. Kind of because of motion blur. Motion blur is not my friend. Hello, Alice. Alice Margatroyd, stage 3 boss, and is the mid-boss, I think, twice, maybe 3 times, I don't remember for sure. It's been a while since I've played Touhou 7, so I figured this would be good for me to start getting back into playing Touhou a little bit. I enjoy the series a lot, and because, well, it's entertaining, and trying to dodge this many bullets is an interesting challenge. Oh, hello again, Alice. I see you want to keep trying to kill me. Touhou has really great music soundtracks, in my opinion. This boss dropped a 1-up. That's the purple icon that I just grabbed. And I got 2 1-ups, actually, because I got a lot of points there. I'm going to need them, especially for the later stages. So another interesting thing, whenever you lose a life, you end up losing all of your bombs. So if you think you're at risk of dying, in Touhou, it is significantly better to use a bomb and end up wasting one than it is to lose a life and waste multiple bombs. Yeah, she's only the stage boss, mid-boss twice. Alright. So Alice's gimmick is that she spawns little allies to shoot bullets for her. This can be inconvenient for me because I can potentially end up locking onto one of their little allies, which means I'm not shooting her. It's a very unfortunate loss of a life early on there. The spell card is very scary looking, but it is not a difficult one at all, in my opinion. Of course, after saying that, I'm going to lose a life on it. It's going to happen. Just give it a moment. Or not. Me calling it out caused me to not lose the life. That's my logic. I'm going to stick with it. Whenever you get to full power, all the bullets on the screen will turn into items, which you'll automatically pick up. This one's kind of... I think this one's random, but I'm not sure. I'm not a huge expert on Touhou with regards to a lot of the attacks. Apologies if I'm being quiet and it's not necessarily as entertaining as it would be if I was talking. It's a bit difficult and I kind of need to focus. You actually have 2 different types of bombs depending on if you're focusing or not when you push the bomb button. I tend to unfocus to bomb because on this shot type that will clear out more bullets. But if I want to do damage to the boss, then it's better to do this bomb. That focuses in a lot of damage onto the boss. 1 bomb left, 6 lives. I'm not doing horrible. Of course, this is Alice's most difficult spell card, at least for me, so... I could very well need to bomb again. I might not have to. I might get lucky. Okay. Alright, I didn't need to. Alright, after stage 3 comes stage 4, which is usually where I end up using my first continue. It's a long stage, and it's tough. It's possible to gain a decent amount of lives here, but, well, to do that, you need to not die. Oh boy. Off to a great start, and this is only the start of the stage. At least I got alive. Okay. Glad I got the border there. I would have felt really bad about wasting a bomb there. Would have been better than losing a life, but I would not have been happy with it. I've beaten Touhou 7 once before. No, a couple times before. Every time I've beaten it, though, I've ended up using continues. So these ones are fun. If you leave them alive for too long, they'll eventually trap you with bullets. You see the bullets are shooting to the side? Yeah, they're not exactly a huge amount of fun in my opinion. Okay, took most of them out. Got a fair amount of points, too. Ah, yes, these guys. They'll actually only truly shoot at you if you shoot them. Well, shit. Okay, let's just get all the items and kill everything. Okay, I'm just burning bombs. All right, cool. No, that's fine. At least I'm close to getting another life again. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I really shouldn't be shooting at these things, but eh. Alright, Lily White. A Fairy of Spring. Not a super tough mini-boss, but... Okay, I lied. This is actually a really tough mid-boss. Clear out all the bullets, keep doing damage. Pray. I don't like dealing with Lily White. Okay, I want to get back to the center. Nope, never mind. I did it. I am proud of myself. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's clear that out. So I mentioned that stage 4 is the hardest stage for me, right? Oddly enough, I don't have nearly as much trouble on the later stages. I meant to pop that last second, but okay. More of these fairies, except they won't aim at me, they'll only aim straight down. Making them a little bit more of a threat, I feel like, but I'm also not a huge expert, so. I'm about to achieve my next extra life, though, which is nice. Alright. Just in time for me to lose a life, too. It's all about that perfect timing, you know? Alright. That's not horrible. That is. Okay. So you'll notice that I need another crap ton of points to get another extra life. Hey, look, it's a Death Fairy. These are fun. Death Fairies, are nasty things. Basically, they shoot a huge hail of bullets that can and will kill you. Unless you bomb, at least once. Like I did. There's a moment of respite. Respite? Whatever. I get a little break before I have to deal with the bosses of Stage 4. Yes, you heard me right. Bosses. There's 3 of them. I fight them all at once. It's not fun. Oh boy. Hi... Merlin? Yeah, Merlin. I have to fight the Prism River Sisters. Then there's Lunasa and Lyrica on the right. Lyrica's the one in red. And so their music starts. I love their theme. I hate the boss. Ah, yes, my favorite. The sort of curved lasers. They aren't as bad as they are in later Touhou games. Okay, I thought I was dead there. There. That's what I get for getting distracted. As I mentioned, I don't like this boss. That was a wasted bomb. I'm not happy about that. This is probably the hardest part of this boss fight for me, is the beginning. Because then, after I focus on this one, the one in black, Lunasa, I will be a little bit better off than if I focus on the one in the center. And really, the pattern is actually slightly determined by who you deal the most damage to during the spell cards. Something I am not going to complain about, because I can do this no problem. Of course, after I say that, I'm going to lose a life, or have to bomb. Another supernatural border, good timing for it. Use the border to clear out bombs rather than get points. The shots rather than to clear out get points. Keep dodging. Alright. Easy peasy. Now comes the next spell card. This is a kind of a fun one. I like it at least. It's got lots of pretty colors. I didn't need to bomb there. It's fine, though. Wait, what? What hit me? Well, whatever. About where I was when I started this. Now, this one's also kind of fun. If only because of what the bullets will start doing in a sec. Yes, this is fun, if not absolutely terrifying to play. I'm gonna bomb there, and keep shooting. And that's that! Alright, made it through 4 lives, 3 bombs. I'm doing good, I'd say. Well, doing good up to this point. Oh boy. Only lost 2 lives on this stage. I'm very happy with that. Started it with 6, ended it with 4. Yeah, no, that's really good for me. I usually do really poorly on that stage. Now for stage 5. I don't mind the stage on this one particularly, but it's the boss that I have trouble with. Hopefully I shouldn't have too big an issue, though. Okay. Ah, that was a death bomb there. You may have heard the death sound. That's what happens when you would die as you use a bomb, or use a bomb as you would die. Instead of dying, you end up using a bomb, and it makes the death sound. Can't believe I death bombed twice in a row. I very rarely do that. I'm actually really happy with myself for managing to pull that off. Not something I do very often, as you might have been able to guess. Give me points. I need lives, please. Please, game. Oh, fuck. Nope. I'm not gonna deal with that. Thanks, but no. There's a better way to dodge that, which is getting up to the top of the screen, but I forgot about it. Hi, Yomu. Please don't kill me. I very strongly dislike this attack. No bombs. Alright, let's do this. I say and then immediately die. Clear out those bullets, and here we go. And was both the mid-boss and main boss of this stage. So that looks terrifying, but time kind of slows down while it goes on. very stressful attack, I feel. Nope, needed bomb. Because of the slow-mo, I knew that I needed bomb before I had to, so... I got a 1-up from that. Oh, thank you, Yomu. You're the best. Give me these items. I wish I hadn't bombed there, but I needed to. Here we go. Stage 5 boss. Almost to the end. There's only 6 stages in Touhou, aside from the extra stage. I honestly feel like I have more trouble on Yomu than I do on the Prism River Sisters, but that might be in part because I have less resources on Yomu than I have on the Prism River Sisters. So... here we go. Boss time. Of course I end up wasting a bomb immediately, but that's fine. We're on the bullets. Okay, okay. Alright, slow down. Take it slow. Waste 3 bombs. I'm probably gonna have to continue. This one's interesting because of that. Doesn't seem that bad until she starts cutting up the bigger bullets into littler ones. Yeah. There are all these bullets so that she doesn't have anything to cut, and then it's relatively easy goings. Snag that, and don't die. Only got 1 life left. Oh dear. This one isn't that hard, all things considered, because there's an opening right there, but she will eventually start throwing small knives at you if you abuse it. This one's kind of a fun one, if I remember it right. Slash. Then there's those. And I actually want to do that because I fucked up and went to the center of the stage green. You want to stay on the bottom. Ooh, oh, come on. Dang it. Thought I made it through perfectly there. Oh well. I even tried to bomb because I realized I was actually about to die. Come on. Alright, alright. No lives, 4 bombs. You need to be careful. This one, you want to actually go to the middle of the screen. Roughly. Because bullets spawn on the bottom of the screen, and you don't want to get cheap shotted. I certainly don't. I'm gonna try to get through this one relatively quickly by using bombs when I feel like I'm about to die. This one's a bit challenging though because you have to watch the top and bottom of the screen at the same time. Dang it. It's fine though. I can still win this. It's not gonna be a 1 CC. 1 credit clear means you didn't use any continues, but you know what? That doesn't matter to me right now. What matters is getting to stage 6 and beating it, I think. So those yellow items that dropped are actually full power items, which are really nice. I grabbed one too early. I am probably dead. Yep, I was dead there. So it was a good thing to use that bomb. These patterns are always really stressful to me because it's just so dense and you have to do such precise movements through it that it's really hard. He's made it through without losing another life. Alright. Stage 6. Here we go. Has a different icon. The stage part of stage 6 is much shorter than the other stages. The main challenge of this stage is the boss. Left those alive for too long. Should have killed them as quickly as possible. So I'm being completely honest. This is a bit on the stressful side. Oh, hey, Yomu. Shut up, deceased one. Alright, let's do this. I'd say, and then immediately tank a hit for the face. Come on. You're better than this. Play it smart. Alright. Now this one, it looks like time's gonna slow down, but it doesn't. It follows a very specific pattern, so if you do roughly the same movements, you should be reasonably okay. I say, but it gets more dense every time, so I had to use 2 bombs on it. Immediately after the mid-boss comes the stage boss. You know, doesn't this world have a saying, the dead have no mouths? Oh? Of course we don't have any such saying. Hi there, Yuyuko. The afterlife is always lively and gorgeous. Gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous because you snatched spring away from Gensokyo? Oh my, you dislike spring? No, I'm mad because I like it. So why did you steal it? I took any spring that was spring. Still, what we have is not enough. So that dead girl back there wants me to fight you. Soon the last cherry blossom, the Sakuya Ayakashi, will bloom. Then all will be answered. That cherry tree, isn't it withering? It's on the verge of blooming. You must have thought that the small trace of spring you carry would be enough. I don't care. It took me over a day to get here, and so we're going back. Let's end this already. Well, I'll let you return to your home right away. You're not to come here yet anyway. We're on the world of the dead, actually, at the moment. Sakuya's not dead. I didn't come here just to be sent back. Return Gensokyo's spring. How could it be that the cherry blossoms in your world have yet to bloom? No cherry blossoms, not even the pheasant's eyes bloom. In that case, it would be troublesome if you developed a heart disease. It's not. First of all, my mistress does not have a weak heart. That's too bad. You expected it? No? Alright. Enough talk of herbs. I'm eager to have some warmth. Return that warmth to us. Now. In a gathering of corpses, there is beauty. Same goes for the cherry blossoms in spring. First of all, corpses aren't beautiful. I mean, I will see flowers rotting, princess. I will unseal the tree, dog of the devil. Alright. So, Yuyuko's a bit on the tough side, I feel. Not a complaint, just an observation. She's tough, but she's the final boss, so she's supposed to be. This one's kind of interesting. You'd think that you want to go to the right, but no. You want to go to the left and dodge through all the bullets. And then you want to go to the opposite side and dodge through all the bullets there. And it's a very difficult, kind of stressful spell. Because you have to constantly be dodging through the bullets. I'm going to do that, just so that I have an easy end of the spell. Ah, yes. Yuko's kind of getting serious. This pattern, I feel, isn't super difficult, but it is worth trying your best to dodge it. Clear out the bullets a bit so I can get back to the center of the screen. As you get her to lower health, she starts to shoot faster and faster. Now, this one's fun. At this point, it's very much about resource management, because, at least for me, because I'm only so good. I can only dodge so much. And at times, you end up just having to bomb. Right there. I knew I was gonna die. Throw the bolts a bit. I might need to use another continue on the final boss fight itself, honestly. I'm really low on resources. I'm trying my hardest, but dang it, it's tough. And I'm only doing so much damage. Hey, another supernatural porter. Good timing for it. This one's fun, because you need to be constantly on the move. I didn't have any bombs there. I tried to bomb. I did, really. Eh. I think this is my first time actually trying to do this spell without spamming bombs. Ah, dang it. Alright, well, whatever. At least got to the end of it. And I got another life. Alright, we're still going. This one's pattern's a little bit difficult, but not super hard. Okay, I thought that I was going to use the mortar to clear out the bullets again. But I did not. Because I waited too long to push the button to do that. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Fair enough. I was trapped there. Nowhere to dodge. Next spell. And it's the last one. And after a last one, it is a hell of a spell. Probably could have dodged that by moving up, but I wanted the extra damage from the bomb, and also, I'm not sure where I would have gone after moving up. Dang it. Yep, I called it. I was going to have to use another continue on this fight. Come on. A little bit more. Alright, that's it. Except, it's not. There's one more spell. And this is a survival spell. I've got Yuka's there, but I can't shoot her. I have to dodge or bomb through everything and survive till the end of the pattern. This is even the most difficult version of the pattern because I had to use a couple continues. Ah, lost a life there. I can use bombs, but it doesn't make a huge difference, all things considered. Hey, a supernatural border. Those are nice. Let's pop that. Get rid of those, because I don't like having to dodge those. And the spell is over. I lost a life last second. That's great. But that was Touhou 7. I'm not going to get a good ending because I had to use continues. Yeah. thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.